Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, Arm Nation. Before we go for a stroll at Bass Pro this week, I'd like to brag a little. I've caught the biggest largemouth bass in my life thus far, 21 inches in length in a very random neighborhood pond. Let's go to Bass Pro in Grapevine, Texas. This video is filmed on May 10th. At any time, you can pause the video to see the price and product yourself. Pretty interesting box of Winchester 500 round 22 LR at the beginning. It came with that lure, and I love fishing. Not too sure if I love it at $50 though. I've been doing this ammo run for 2+ years now. If you're new to my channel, I do this type of video often. Hit that like, subscribe, help me get to 10k subscriber on YouTube so I can upload more quality content. It's a long shot, but it needs to happen. Also, check out my Twitter at ArmAFG as I post more than just link to my videos. I post memes and wallpaper for the product that I review and other shit too. Let's get back to the ammo situation at Bass Pro this week. This situation is majority of prices are still high. I believe they did raise the price of that Herder's 22 long rifle $1 more. There's plenty of 22 on the shelf this week. Can't really go wrong with stacking 22 LR because prices are very manageable, but I don't know for how long. Bass Pro has so much ammo in stock, but they're not budging on the price and lowering it and push the product out. I say do your best to resist the urge to buy the overpriced stuff. Once they figure out people is tapping out on those prices, they will have to lower it. At this point, most of the retailer is no longer want to compete for lower prices because people will buy regardless. Our money is inflated to hell, and it seems there's no way out but to go to war. That's what the mainstream legacy media is pushing now, to divert the attention away from the corrupt politician and blame it on everything else. They want us to fight each other. Gas prices reach over $7 in California and over $4 here in the great state of Texas. But all they seem to care about is not being able to kill their own babies with the Roe versus Wade decision. The very same people that say they need to take the guns away from everyone to save the children. Why is that all of a sudden everyone's priority when we're struggling just to make ends meet? Not so much for the multi-millionaire politician and the billionaire who think we should endure the pain to fight the boogeyman, Putin. Are you still listening to those politicians and legacy media? I'm sure as hell not. I've seen right through them a long time ago. I see this coming long before Trump took office. The reason they rile up against this man is that he called them out by name. I don't think Trump is a perfect president by any means. He's pretty weak when it comes to fighting corruption in DC. He got 4 years and no one of high profile has been convicted of anything. Maybe Epstein, but he didn't want to get involved in that case. I like to see some of those two-faced politicians spend time in prison for looting this country dry and to launder money all over the world. You think that $40 billion in aid to Ukraine they recently passed will actually go to the people of Ukraine that is suffering right now? It's probably going to the pockets of all these bureaucrats and war machine. They said it's a loan to Ukraine. What if they lost the war? Who do you think paid the tab? It's us American. Maybe $7 gas is not enough. Prepare for $10 to $15. When does it end? The worst part of this is that they put all of us in danger for a nuclear retaliation from Russia. This is a game where no one wins. Some people still live in a la-la land thinking we got anti-missile defense that will destroy all the nuclear warhead if Russia starting to lob all those missiles at us. Go drive around your city right now, if you can afford to. Do you see any sort of anti-missile defense setting up in your city? Do you see any bunker in your area? But I bet you that all this corrupt politician already have the cozy bunker waiting for them, and missile defense of where they're going during SHTF. It is us, the people, that will suffer. Honestly, I felt that I'm alone in this preparation. I don't know anyone that's close to me prep like I do. They're still too brainwashed by the legacy media. The propaganda is working on them, whether they want to believe it or not. Although I've seen they waking up to this corrupt politician in our country and the corrupt legacy media, they still believe that nothing bad can happen here in America. Once in a while, I try to convince them to get an extra bag of rice or something when they go to shopping. When stuff hit the can, don't come to me if you got nothing to contribute. What I have is very limited, and I'm not giving it up for nothing. You want this Taurus G3 pistol? Sure. You got $6,000? How about 2 ounces of gold? Heck, at this point, I'll trade the pistol for a month or 2 worth of food. Can never have enough food during the breakdown of society. That's why get what you can now. Stock up on guns, ammo, and food. Don't forget to get a few bottles of Russian vodka while you're at it. You won't be seeing those anytime soon in the foreseeable future. It makes a great trading commodity. I think I'm good on ammo. I'd like to have more, but I want to focus on the area where I'm weak at. That is to make close friends. You can't really make it alone unless you're like a multi-millionaire prepper or something. In that case, you can buy whatever you want right now. I like to get to know my neighbors better, but I've had conflict with some of them. One neighbor doesn't seem to be too happy that we moved in since the beginning. Lashes out at us when we or our guests park in our own side of the street. He said that his wife have a hard time exiting the driveway because we're directly parked behind there. I don't mind moving, but it's the tone that he talked to us as if he want to punch somebody. That's not all, folks. The very dude who complained about us parking in our own side of the street parked directly at our driveway on his side of the street, but we never complain because it's a public street. People can park wherever the hell they want. And then the other dude who are on the other side of the street pisses everyone off by pumping his music the entire night. From around 11 p.m. to sometime up to 5 a.m. in the morning. I think this is a new family moving in or something. The first family there seemed nice and I've talked to him once. The new guy, I called the cop on him once for a noise complaint. This is after many months. At first, I thought I'm going crazy, hearing just random music and voices inside my head in the middle of the night. As time goes on, I realizes that it's the dude across the other side of the street pumping music. Something is wrong with that dude. He got a house, but he chooses to sit inside his truck in the middle of the night for hours on end, pumping music as loud as he could. I'm just wondering, what's the dude living next door to him thinking right now? I know I'm pissed, but am I the first person to call the cop on him? I'm no stranger to calling and talking to cops. I used to be an engineer for the big 4 cellular company here in the US. One of my many jobs is to call test 911 hundreds of times a month on various cities and states. I found that most of them are very nice except for this one city that give me attitude for calling them to improve call quality and location. It benefits everyone, but they give us a hard time for doing so. Getting back to the music man. Several occasions I saw his truck got damaged. Once a flat tire sitting in his driveway. The other time a broken front bumper. Maybe someone got really pissed or that dude's just a really bad driver. I promise it's not me. I'm not a guy who go around causing problem. but maybe someone have had enough. I know one occasion where I heard a fire alarm going off inside his house and a cop is sitting in his driveway when nobody's home. I'm living in a neighborhood where you'll see people casually walking around playing F Trump song all day long, and to occasionally see Biden and Beto yard sign, but God forbid, if you dare to put up a Trump sign, it will get stolen or destroyed. I hope you liked my little story there. We're here once again at the shotgun shell section of the ammo. Look about the same the last time we checked. Shotgun shell is slowly getting back on the shelf. Honestly, I don't remember the original price of the shotgun shell. It's been so long since I used my 12 gauge or buy any additional round for it. I believe the last time I purchased some 12 gauge ammo is at Shoot Point Blank, now Range USA. It was the Aquila mini shell. I also bought an adapter for the mini shell to be easier to load with the Mossberg 12 gauge. You can load a bit more mini shell than your standard 2-inch and 3/4 shell. It's also pretty hard to find the mini shell. Well, it's not hard to find anything. It's how much you're willing to pay. I've seen some slug back in stock, but Bass Pro won $1.66 per slug. I thought $1 per slug is expensive when I bought it. Now we're in Crazyville. You're better off buying them online. Some online places I recommend you checking out is ammoseek.com, PalmInTheStateArmory.com, and TargetSportUSA.com. Once in a while you'll find some sweet deal, but do compare them before you buy. If you make it this far, you're a trooper. We're now at the gun counter. I'm only gonna show you a small portion of the guns. If I film everything, we're gonna be here all day long. Finding the best firearm prices can be a hit or a miss, especially at a big box store, because they got overhead, so the prices tend to be a bit higher than most places. Once in a while, I do see Bass Pro have some hard to find firearm that at an okay deal. Personally, I really wanted that Beretta M9A4 in flat dark earth. That gun used to be around $800-ish, and now everyone is charging $1,000 for it. Such a nice looking gun. I bet it's pretty durable too. The US military used to carry the M9 series of pistol, and SIG ended up winning the contract. So now our troop is mostly carrying the SIG M17 or M18, which is a great gun nonetheless. Still, I wanted the M9A4. I bet it's a great suppressor host. One other gun that kind of baffled me is the popularity of the lever action gun. I'm talking about anything that is larger than a .22 long rifle. If you think finding 38 Special or 357 Magnum ammo is hard, finding a lever action chamber in that caliber is harder. I'm talking about fair price here. You can find anything, it's how much you're willing to pay. I'm not willing to pay $200 above MSRP for almost any firearm. Unless, of course, it's a limited collector edition or something. In that case, it's only gonna appreciate in value over time. But being me, I often shoot my collector edition guns. I could care less anyway. If I wanted something to appreciate in value greatly, I'd buy precious metal, stock, or cryptocurrency. Sure, the market is in a bloodbath right now. Have no fear, do what the rich people do. Buy lows and sell high, not the other way around. If you have beef in stock or crypto market now, don't just toss away your position. Accumulate more. It's a good time to buy cheap. I'm not a financial advisor, so take my words with a grain of salt. Alright, I'm doing this outdoors, so you might hear the wind, maybe the neighbor cutting grass, whatever, but let's do this ammo recap and see what I got for this week at Bass Pro and the other place. So Bass Pro still have the limit of 5 box per person, so I grabbed 3 of this polymer coated 22 clean from CCI. Now it's the exact same thing of the ammo that I got on my last ammo run, the CCI at Walmart. So basically, I forgot how much they charge for this at Walmart, but you can go back to my other video and see the price. It's basically the same thing. So for those of you who don't know about it, it's practically the same thing. Right here, poly coated CCI. I never shot this ammo before, so just gonna buy a couple more just to stock up on them, just in case, in case they raise the price again. So why not? Also, one of my all-time favorite 22 long rifle ammo is a CCI Velocitor. It's a 40 grain, 1435 feet per second. Very decent ammo. It runs well on a lot of 22 long rifle, but I'm not sure about the Taurus TX22 if it's gonna run well on that, because it doesn't seem like it like high velocity ammo like this. So we'll see about that. I have quite a few more boxes in my private stash, so I'm just gonna buy one Velocitor. $10. These are $12. And of course, not too long ago, I just accumulate another caliber. That's 22 Magnum, 22 WMR. And this is the Federal. Don't have this yet, so they asking for $18 per box on this stuff. I'm not sure what's the MSRP price on this. So yeah, but it's 50 grain. Let's open it up and see what's up. Okay, here's ammo. 50 grain. I think that's the largest 22 Magnum that I got in my collection so far. Okay, now let's compare that to the 22 Magnum Hornady I got from last week. No, last ammo run video. It's been a while. Let's compare that to that. Now the Hornady critical defense is only 45 grain, so it's lesser. Hornady on the right, and the Federal 40 grain on the left. It still seems like the Hornady have a bigger hollow point, so yeah, better for self-defense. Let's put that aside. And what else I did? So after Bass Pro, I went to Texas Gun Experience. It's practically next door, it's down the street from Bass Pro. So make sure you check that too. And I see a Spirit Gold Dot 22 Magnum. Now I don't often see this on a shelf, so might as well just grab one. But it's pretty pricey. They're asking $23 per box. But how often do you see like Gold Dot on a shelf? Not too often, right? Not sure if Academy have this on the shelf. Let's open it up. Wow, there's a whole bunch of mosquito. Summer's coming, guys. Lots of mosquitoes, so stack up on like mosquito propellant. 40 grain Gold Dot. Here's the bullet. Let's compare that to the Hornady. Let's see which one have a larger diameter of hollow point. Wow, it looked like the Gold Dot has a better diameter. I could be wrong. But seems like the Gold Dot is has a larger diameter than the Hornady. I wanted to test this on like a ballistic gel, but I'm not there yet. So help me get to 10,000 sub and I'll buy some ballistic gel. And let's compare the Gold Dot to the Federal 22 Magnum. So all this personal defense and varmint round is pretty pricey, for 50 round. I suggest if you collect 22 Magnum, just want to get more, go to Walmart
and once in a while you find like a box like this, CCI Maxi Mag, 22 hollow point for $27 and some change. So Walmart still have the best price on 22 Magnum. But good luck finding these, because as soon as these are available, most likely it's gone. Because I might buying it, I might be buying it, or somebody else will buy it before you do. So good luck. What else do I got this week? It's from Texas Gun Experience. So I was checking out my Spirit Code out for 23 bucks, pretty pricey. But I'm already there, and gas right now costs $14.17 per gallon. That's the cheapest gas. But you know what? If you're gonna drive that far to any place right now, just get something to make it worth your while. Even though it's expensive, but if you keep on driving to that place and get nothing, you're gonna end up spending a whole lot of money on gas. So I suggest if you go anywhere now, just get something to make it worth your while. So I did get a AC Unity magazine for my AK at Texas Gun Experience. $15 per magazine is 40 round magazine. Now the cool thing is that quick tips: if you're buying AK magazine, make sure they have a metal locking lug or whatever they call it. So make sure it's metal and not plastic, because if you use plastic, there's a good chance that it will break. You just tap it really hard on a magazine, it'll break. So get a metal locking lug. Now the thing is with this magazine is they have all the time and resource to put what kind of gun it's compatible with. As you can see here, AK-47, AK-15, 103, 104, AKM, AKS. They have all that time to put all those texts in, but they didn't say where it's made in. Now I believe this is made in Germany. So AC Unity is a Germany manufacturer, I believe. But I could be wrong. So there you have it. This week stash, this week ammo run. It could be better, but I really want some more 9mm. So there you have it. If you find some magazines, stack up right now, because the price of magazine is going down, as opposed to like your early 2020 or late 2019. The price is all over the place for magazine and guns and ammo. Right now, the magazine is going down in price. The ammo, I don't see it's going down in price anytime soon. As long as Slow Joe is still in office, he's still a threat to our Second Amendment, because you see how he just ramped up the import ban of everything Russian, and it has a domino effect on that, because if you ban Russia do export the stuff to other countries as well. So if you ban them, you ban every other country from receiving Russia's goods. Now, I'm not anti-Russian or I'm not pro-Russian, but I just don't like the government. I love the people. Just like China, I love the people, but I don't like the government. It's a whole different thing. So that's it for this week. Hope you guys have a good week. Hope you guys have a better week than me. But the gas prices, man, I don't know how I'm going to be able to sustain on all this ammo run, because the gas prices, I mean, at the end of the day, you're talking about maybe this $12 box come out to like $15 and stuff like that. And you might as well just buy all this ammo online and just pay for the shipping. Buy in bulk, and that will reduce price on shipping if you buy in bulk. Some places will offer free shipping too, like Target Sport USA. So make sure you check them out. I did bought some ammo from them, still waiting for my shipment. Don't live too far from the place that you buy ammo, then you just go out there and check them out. But then if you live like an hour or so away from like Bass Pro and all these places, I might as well just stay home and just chill and buy stuff online. It's more economical than buying in store right now. And remember, if anybody asks you, are you armed? Tell them no, you're armed AF. Peace out.